Hey Capricorn, it's your girl Prashana here with your monthly reading. So we are going to actually be in Christmas season, and a lot of you are going to have a birthday at the end of the month. So happy birthday to start. Um, so I was meditating on your guys' energy, and what I felt was that you guys need to start planting seeds again. And I feel like, a lot of times we end up in, I like this kind of like more relaxed feeling. A lot of times because of things like the year or our plans not really going um, as planned, a lot of y'all planned a lot for 2020, and we're at the end of the year, and some of y'all are facing a confinement. I'm in confinement right now myself. So, you know, especially earth signs. Earth signs sort of kind of revel in the ability to be able to plan, to plan the year, to plan their finances, to plan their life in general. And then when you can't do it, it creates a stagnancy, a feeling of being stagnant rather, and maybe even a lack of hope. And right now, as the year is coming to an end for you in particular, it is actually now time to start planting seeds. Um, and also, but also being, uh, what's the word? Also being like flexible to if some of those plans have to actually change. So planting seeds and being flexible, it's like you might try to plant, if we're talking about physical planting, you might try to plant like a, apple tree and might get oranges. Still got a tree, just you might get oranges. And so, let's kind of take a little bit of a deeper dive into your December. And we're gonna do that through the cards. So just give me a moment. I'm gonna put you on pause. Okay, so I'm doing something a little different this month. And what I'm doing is so the way that the cards work, right, is that you have the major arcana and the minor arcana. And the major arcana speaks more of the archetype to be embodied. Whereas the minor arcana sort of gives you details. They give you a few more kind of like subcontext, really what's kind of going on in the subconscious mind, or what in general is kind of happening, that kind of leads you to that point, right? So just to know that. And if you hear the knocking sound, don't be don't be bothered. We have someone doing construction downstairs, so, and I've had to deal with that, so um, anyway, so the archetype to be embodied for you this month is the Empress card. The Empress card, she sits on her throne. She's motherly. She's nurturing. We're talking about more of the divine feminine aspects of yourself. We're talking about the nurturing side of yourself. We're talking about the wisdom, the wisdom that you need to inhabit, sort of moving forward. That's also someone who's really kind of connected to their own sense of being, their own sense of body. And so the Empress card is the archetype that you are to embody, that kind of gives you the theme of the month, is the Empress for you. Now, what do we have kind of going along with that? We have the Eight of Pentacles here, with the Ace of Swords, and so and the Seven of Swords in reverse. What this is sort of telling me here is, there's still quite a bit of work that needs to be done, in sort of, and in fact talk for the mothering aspect. Some of you may be pregnant. But that's always happening. I have all these notifications coming up on my computer. Stop. So anyway, with the Eight of Pentacles, and this Ace of Swords, there's still more preparation that needs to be done. You know, um, if you're talking about a business situation or like a legal situation, there's some more paperwork that needs to be done. There's sort of some finer details that need to be sort of worked out. It's the preparation. We talked about planting seeds. The preparation of what sort of needs to happen now. Everything hasn't come into full manifestation yet. And not and may not in this season, but the preparation thereof needs to happen. Like moving into a new house. It's time to go through, to sort through all your things, is see what do you need, what don't you need, what is going with you into this new journey, and then what's not. And so the preparation that sort of needs to happen is like, yeah, you're cleaning house, you're buying boxes if you need to, and sort of sorting things in their correctly their their places. I was going to use another word, but I couldn't remember it. But yeah, so sorting things into the places that they need to be in, and sort of preparing that. We have the Seven of Swords here that's in reverse. You see his guy, he's kind of like moving, if you guys were, he's moving away from a camp. He's right side up. He's moving away from a camp, and he has all the swords with him. If you were sort of in a disempowering situation, or you were in sort of a situation where there was a bit of a battle going on, again, could be legal, a sort of a battle kind of going forward, don't hold that with you. Like, don't take that with you. This is part of sorting those things out. Don't take it with you. You have entered into the realm of the Empress, and the Empress doesn't have to bow down for shit. Oh, sorry. I can't bleep this out. The Empress doesn't have to. I wish I could trim this, but I don't know how to. So, I said it. The Empress doesn't have to bow down for anybody or anything. And so, while you're moving forward, just remember that, like, it, and the image I'm getting in my head is like a governor of some sort, or a head of household, and people will protest what you were doing. People will protest the rules that you put in place, but they also don't run the kingdom. They also don't run the household. You do. And so this is also sort of that whole thing of like holding your power and realizing that, like, yeah, like, people may protest. You may not like it. You may not like where I'm going. You may not like what I'm doing. May not like what I stand for, but I still stand for those things. I'm still doing this thing. This is still a cause that I'm fighting for. So, we also have we have the Page of Cups here. We have the Three of Cups. There's a lot of cup cards here. Three of Cups, and then we have the King of Cups here. So I also feel like some of you may be in a situation where you're about to, maybe not physically, but you're about to sort of be in a group with a lot of people. Now, it could be a job situation. This could be some sort of uh, politics. I don't know why I'm getting that. This could be a political situation. It could be sort of an advocacy situation. But I feel like you're going to be in a group that's going to require you to have a good balance of head and heart, and also know that you're going to be supported in your cause, whatever your cause is. You're going to be supported in your cause. You're going to have people there who are with you, who support you in this cause. And you might actually find, and I don't know why this is coming, you might actually find a kind of emotional benefactor. This comes up. So for me, that could symbolize somebody who believes in what you're doing and willing to invest. Now, invest doesn't necessarily have to mean money, and because the Pentacles is not necessarily here, it might just have to do that somewhat, some sort of masculine energy is willing to lend protection or provision, is what I'm hearing too. Um, a masculine figure doesn't necessarily have to be a man. As the Empress card doesn't have to necessarily be a woman either. But there is this element of having this sort of person who's in your life who is just willing to lend support in a way of which you may need it. Whereas the feminine side deals with wisdom and deals with nurturing and kind of takes care of everything. She kind of takes care of home. The masculine side is the more logical side and a different version of creativity. Whereas as the Empress is also more receptive, when it comes to creativity, the masculine sort of figure being the King of Cups is more of a giver, you know? And so for whatever that means for you, this is sort of what is going to be happening, during December. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. We do have an important date, December 21st. Now, I am not an astrologer, but I did the math and it looks like there are quite a few lessons in there. So I may do a video for that, a proper video for that. But if you haven't seen it, I actually posted a video yesterday, kind of explaining the meaning of December 21st. So I hope this is helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, the normal stuff. And I will talk to you guys next month.